Hey, what's up guys? Ruben here. Do you have an overwhelming fear of judgment? Maybe it comes up when you're doing something and you're being watched, or perhaps when you're speaking and you feel other people's eyes on you. In this video, I want to talk about how to have a rock solid confidence in yourself and how to stop worrying about what other people think. So my fear of judgment, it used to be just crazy intense. I used to train a lot of Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I remember I could be like wrestling, grappling, rolling, but as soon as I had eyes on me, usually for some people that just makes them try a bit harder, they feel a bit of pressure and they start to perform better. But for me, as soon as I felt eyes on me, my mind would start going blank. I'd start choking on executing different things. I would just completely freeze up and just lock up as soon as I felt eyes on me. Also, in another place where I used to sense it big time was speaking. Oh man, like the public speaking. I remember being in work meetings. If I sensed people's eyes on me and people really, like, if I was the center of attention and there was a lot of eyes on me, it was the same problem. Mind going blank, voice started to quiver. My fear of judgment was just intense to the point where my body would just lock up and freeze up. And I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't be able to speak. I wouldn't be able to execute anything that I was supposed to. Now, when I was researching and looking into solutions for this, the mainstream, it makes me laugh because it's just the advice is so terrible. It's, feel the fear and do it anyway, or get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And so that's what I used to do. I'd read these inspirational YouTube videos, or I would see these inspirational quotes, and then I'd go out there and I put myself out there again, and it was the same thing. Body would lock up, freeze up, mind going blank. Same story over and over because of that fear of judgment. So the main thing that helped me completely break out of that vicious cycle was a concept called the mirror. And the mirror states that you can't get over the fear of judgment until you stop judging other people. And this was a huge monumental shift that I experienced once I learned this concept. So the mirror states, whenever you judge another person, the idea is that that's a reflection of how you think and how you behave. And I'll give you an example. I used to really judge aggressive, really extroverted males because in the house I grew up in, it wasn't safe for me to be around that type of energy. And so whenever I would go out there and I'd see that type of energy in another male, I would sense a lot of fear and I would start to really judge them. They're assholes, they're arrogant, all that type of stuff. Now, the key here to realize is that that's just me judging that person or me judging that aggressive male. It's just a reflection of how I feel inside. Because when I have the thought that, say, this person's a dick or this person's an asshole, what's really happening in my body is it's also attached to a feeling inside. And it's rooted in fear. Now, if you don't believe me, next time you are in your head and you're, saying mean things or judging another person, sense into your body. Your stomach will be tight, your throat will be tight, and what you will be experiencing is a painful, uncomfortable energy within you. And so I know a lot of people can kind of justify, some people are mean, people are this, people are like that. But at the end of the day, it's coming from a place of fear. And the proof is how that feels in your body, that discomfort, that painful emotion, that tension in your body. It's fear. And that's a trap that I fell for a very, very long time. I would justify my judgments. So if I was judging the more like extroverted, aggressive male, I would justify my negative thoughts about that person in my head because I wasn't speaking them and expressing them outward. So I wouldn't say mean things, but I would think them. And because of that, I felt like I was, morally superior. But as you watch my videos, the theme for me is the truth is in your body. The truth was in my body. So there was no way for me to think those things without there being tension, fear, and discomfort in my body. And the key here, guys, is even though you don't speak it out, your energy, your inner state, what you're giving off when you're thinking those things, because there's an accompanying energy down here, accompanying feeling, that energy is going to go out into the world. So I used to think that nobody would suspect what I was thinking. I'm the quiet, chill. He's harmless, that type of thing. But that negative energy will transmit to other people. And so I would encourage you, this is what helped me. Get out your journal and, for the week or for a couple of weeks, write down every time you judge somebody. So whether it's their skin color, their appearance, their beliefs, the way they act, whenever you judge somebody, write it down. And you'll start to notice a trend, and you'll start to notice a energetic pattern, a pattern in your body, how your body is actually uncomfortable. It's holding painful emotions, discomfort, and then what you do as a result of that is you judge. Once you get used to that, you short circuit or you break the cycle. And what happens is it changes your overall energy. So moving forward, it's extremely important that you start to notice this part of you. It's not that it is your entire being. It's a frightened part of your personality that needs to judge to feel safe inward, to deal with the fear that you're feeling inside. Notice it as a part of your personality. Get used to gaining some distance from it internally and moving forward and acting, thinking, and behaving in ways that's in alignment with your authentic self. So people say that money is the root of all evil. But in my opinion, fear is the root of all evil. It makes people disconnect from each other. It makes people do things that are not in alignment with who they are at all. So fear is a very, very powerful thing. So what I would encourage you to do is start to become aware of how much fear you feel on a daily basis. Start to become aware of it, what it feels like in your body. Become familiar with the sensations of fear. So what you'll notice is you no longer fear judgment from other people because you broke that circuit. What you'll notice is when you feel the fear, your body senses the fear, and then up here to cope with this feeling, judgment comes. But what you're doing is you're decoupling. You're sensing the body sensation, but you're not acting up here with the mind to cope with the fear anymore. You're feeling the fear and you are choosing a more loving, a more compassionate way to act in the world. So remember, guys, it's not if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. It's if you don't have anything nice to think, don't think it at all. How do you do that? Sense into your body. So I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did and you want to learn more, what you can do is join my private Facebook group. It's linked below the video, and it's got a ton of resources, articles, videos that you can learn more about this and break through this thing for good. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll talk to you in the next one. All right, peace, guys.